to my sequel of 20 minutes-ish or less length of power yoga exercises. This is our second videos in the series of 10 different videos of 20 or less minutes of power yoga. This is our little jump from the 10 minutes little mini videos. So if you've been following along with all the 10 videos for 10 minutes or so, it's all less than 15 minutes in that last series. So this time I'm inching us all up to less than 20 minutes in the rest of these upcoming videos. So thank you and welcome back if you are a returner, and welcome if you are new. This is my Zen and Om space. Here, whether it's in the evening time or in the morning time that I've been recording, typically I always love to have some source of light that I can look outside. So I encourage you to find your place of comfort where your mat is comfortable and you can view a nice little garden or the sun as it sets or as it rises, or however it is during your day. You can view the trees or the sky. So I encourage you to find a spot for your grounding and use this opportunity that you have on the mat to be grounded from within. So let yourself be fully engaged in the practice and enjoy it while you practice. Without further ado, let us start at the bottom of our mats today. Last time we did a quite intensive step up, so this time I'm going to try to moderate this and keeping it still under 20 minutes. So inhaling, rising up onto tippy toes, exhaling, setting it down. Let's do a few more of these, warming up the calves, the lower extremity. You can make your breath audible. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose also. That's a nostril breath. Good. Now that the toes are nice and warm, let's try to warm up our wrists. And on the other side, as you combine, as you can tell, we're trying to add on. We go on, continuing to breathe. Don't forget the breath. That's very important too. And you ready? Some shoulders roll. How your coordination is depending on where you're looking at. Find your gaze. Looking at a spot might help you with your balance also. I'm not keeping count of this, just going with how I feel and going with the flow. Good. Shake it off. We're jumping right to it, just like a power yogi would say. Inhaling, arms up to the sky. Exhaling, fold forward. Let's walk out into high plank. And on their first plank, we're going to do 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the bottom for chaturanga. As long as you can. Continue to breathe. Inhaling up dog. Squeezing your buns. And curl up your toes. Your first down dog. Shaking your head, no. Shaking your head, yes. And remember this, sometimes when we are jumping into a practice and we don't warm ourselves up, we can get injured. So on my first downward facing dog, I always take my time. So I encourage you to do the same. So if you want, walk your dog out on each side. breath. Don't hold a breath. Adjust your fingers to make sure they're even. And you can shake your head yes or no. Loosening up the necks. Tippy toes and down. Just like earlier. Woo! I love cracking of the ankles. Great job. Now looking between your fingers up there. Get ready and jump it through. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ready for the next round. Inhale with your breath. Plant. Jump on back this time. 10 push-ups. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do some twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhaling. That was a lot, huh? Now exhaling, downward facing dog. Again, trying to walk the dog out, because this is still the beginning of our practice. We don't want to push ourselves a little too strong, too hard in the beginning. This time, I'm going to have you walk the hands back, little by little, all the way here. We're not going to swing on up, we're going to just rolling on up slowly. As you inhale, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. Rolling your shoulders back and down. Back and down. Great job. So now that we have basically the spine, head to coccyx warmed up, we can, I'm going to face the camera this time. I'm going to do a few different strengthening of the lower extremities today. And that may involve us moving back and forth and balancing a lot. So we're going to bring one foot to the end of the mat and then bring the other one. And this is how you would look. If you have a mirror, this will be great for you to look into the mirror for yourself. I have the camera to look at, so it's the wrist that will line up with your ankle. That's how your stance should be. And that's where I want you to check and make sure that you are too. We're going to do a series of bending forward, okay? And then we'll go side to side after that. Inhaling here, rising tall. Imagine the string is pulling your head up to the ceiling, and then exhaling, fold or a flat back, forward. Here's some popping and cracking. Inhale here and flat back. That's your exhale. If you're comfortable, bring yourself all the way down. Wrapping the outer edges of your legs. And maybe walk or step out and in, depending on where you are. But if you're in perfect alignment of where you need to be, then stay put right there and sway side to side, bending one knee at a time. One knee at a time. This is more inversion for us today. And if you're ready, place your hands and then your elbow all the way down. Remember what we did last time when we went into a little dolphin? Your fingers are lined up just like you were going to be doing dolphin. Continue to breathe. Every breath is full of life. Now bring yourself up, pushing with the hands, bending to one side. You can mirror me. Bring your fingers to the tips, and here's your toes on when it's extended. You're flexing that foot. Bring your hands to heart center if you're able to. This is a low balance for many of us that don't get to work our toes as much. When you inhale, you're going to rise up in a low squat, and then exhaling all the way to the other side. And you may use your fingers in all these transitions when you go back and forth. I'm trying to get my toes to be comfortable because it doesn't want to sit or stay in one spot. So bring your hands to heart center again. Take a couple deep breaths while you're in toes on one side. When you're ready, inhaling up and transitioning again to the other side. So, staring at something still, neutral, can actually help. Being aware of where you are in your body. Whoa! As I say that, I have the need to fall backward. Inhaling, and finally, this will be our last one. Noticing when you are challenging your body, it's starting to talk to you even more. It may argue. You sure you want to do this to me? You sure you're ready for this? Am I ready for this? Now, big, I'm going to tell you, this is like a sumo squat. Stay right there. Now your legs are burning, because I feel it. I feel it in mine. Feel the burn. Bring yourself all the way down. Inching yourself a little closer. Legs are thanking me for giving it a break. So embrace the break, everyone. Y'all did a great job when you follow along and really challenge your balance. This is great. Good. Straighten up. Deep inhale here. And exhale. Whew. Everything drop. Turn yourself to the front of the mat again, and we're going to do a few little break first for the legs. So we'll do from upper extremity, from the core up. Trying to find the right word. All right. Inhaling and exhaling as you roll down, curling at your belly, and all the way back down. So we'll try to do a few without using momentum. So that's the hardest piece. You're really using and recruiting all your muscles to contract. And as you inhale, as you lay down, you exhale. As you come all the way up, 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 reaching over your toes, and then exhale, all the way back down. as you reach. And then exhaling as you go back down. You see how the cycle of inhalation and exhalation is helping with every little muscular movement. The slower you do this, the harder this actually is. Instead of counting on a very rapid movement of curl up or we'll do one last one. Well done. Let's flatten out the feet, flatten out the hands, rolling your ankles a couple times, in and then away from one another. Great job, everyone. Good. Good. So now that you have adjusted yourself and laying on, I want you to feel grounded. Remember in the beginning what I reminded everyone and myself to really feel like we're grounded. So guess what? We're very close to the ground right now, so there's no excuses. But when you are on the mat, it's very easy to feel grounded and stay grounded. When you leave the mat and go on to your other spaces of life, that's when it's really going to test you. And that's really important to remember. I haven't done any of the videos in the past, Final Savasana, but this is the corpse pose, the Final Savasana. So if I could invite everyone to take, once I end the video here in a minute, stay in this position for the next 5 minutes, just breathing into your core, extending the breath as you exhale out into the world. So while you're down here, I'm going to close us off, and you stay down, because that's a really important segment, the Final Savasana. So I want to invite and encourage each of you to feel groundedness and able to get the most out of your practice through that reflective phase of the Final Savasana. Thank you so much for joining me again on this video. Namaste. Stay grounded.